So recently I've been getting more and more requests from clients to do this UI Apple style animations for them, and I decided to, why not, let's make a tutorial on it. So I'm gonna show you how to make your own Apple style UI animations. So first, this video is gonna be split into two sections. The first one being how to animate text like Apple, and the second one is going to be how to animate the UI part of the animations. So why not, let's just hop into the first chapter and start with how to animate the text. Okay, so now in After Effects, let's add a couple of things. The first one being the background, which I'm just going to add by clicking right click, new, solid, and I'm going to make sure that it's white because I want the white background. Now go back right here, right click, new, and we're going to add text. Now for the text, I'm probably just gonna go and write Apple animation. That's it. Make sure that the text is centered by aligning it in the center. And now that you have this, the text, we can start by animating it. Now, how do you do that? Let me show you. We're gonna go right here to text layer, drop down, and you should see this right here, animate. And we're gonna add right here. Gonna click this arrow and we're gonna add position. Now under position and under animator 1, we're also gonna add right here property opacity. And now we have both of this, right? Now we're gonna go right here to ranger selector and just drop down. We're gonna go down to position and we're gonna lower the text about 100. So it starts off at the bottom and it kind of slides up in the beginning. Now what we're gonna do is go to offset and press the watch icon. Now for the first keyframe, it should be at -100, and on the end it should be 100%. Now the animation should look something like this. It doesn't look right, and that's because we have to go under advance, go right here to advance. And for shape, we're gonna go from square to ramp up, and we're gonna set ease low to 100 and ease high to 25. So as you guys can see, we already have this pretty cool animation. Okay, so now that the text is animated, what we're gonna do is go over to opacity and make sure that we start off with 0, just like so. Okay, now we got this super simple Apple style animation, but I don't think it's done yet. Let's add one more thing that's just gonna make it so much better. Go right here to animator 1, add property blur, and let's just add, I don't know, probably something like 35 should be good. Such a slight change, but it makes such a big difference in my opinion. Now the animation looks really good in my opinion. It just looks something like you would see in the commercial for Apple. This text animation looks super good, but it's very time consuming if you do it this way. But there is one other way that you can do it, and that is by using certain plugins, certain presets, which I show in my LPM Academy learning program that's going to be coming out very soon, which you can join the waitlist down below in the description. Is going to be where I show you not only how to become a better video editor, I show you how to get more organized, how to get more clients, how to get better clients, how to animate, and how to make video editing your dream job. Now, if that is something you're interested in, like I said, go in the description, first link, and join the waitlist. But hurry up because the waitlist is limited and there's only a certain amount of people that can join it. So now let's go over to chapter 2 and animate UI. So right here on the screen, I have this super simple message UI that is just, the main character or just, whoever is getting the messages, blue message bubble and gray message bubble, and we're just gonna animate them so it looks nice, smooth, clean, something like Apple would make. And what I had in mind for the animation was for this character to kind of slides in like we had with the text almost, and for this bubble animation what we're gonna do is to kind of pop in with a bouncy animation, which I'm going to show a little bit later. So let me show you how we're going to do this. Now, the first thing what I'm going to do is disable the messages so we can only see the character, and we're going to start off. Go to effects and search for transform. We're going to drag the effects onto our, Stefan, the character layer, and we're going to actually animate a couple of things. We're going to animate position, and we're gonna add opacity. Go a couple of frames forward, create another 2 keyframes, go to the first keyframes, and we're gonna make it first start off a bit lower and with 0 opacity. So now it should look something like so. Now let's also add fast box blur to this, so we have, you know, a bit nicer transition. We're gonna add another keyframe here, and on the start, let's go and do the same what we did before, around 35. I think should be pretty good. Or actually, right now I'm probably gonna go for something like 15. Make sure the motion blur is on. We're gonna select all of the keyframes we just made, right click, keyframe assistance, and we're gonna select easy ease. Now go to the graph, and we're gonna make a simple graph. We're gonna select all of these. Now that we're in the graph, select all of the keyframes, and we're just gonna make sure that it starts off like so. It starts off faster and kind of slows down. Let's actually go over and make the blur a little bit less. I'm probably gonna put it to 8 on the start, just because I feel like it's way too much right now. Okay, this looks pretty good. Now let's go over and actually animate the text bubbles. So we're gonna enable the blue one because this is the one that I want to get animated. We're gonna create a new no object because we're gonna animate this text bubble with the no object. And before we do anything, we're gonna move this no object to right here because I want this text bubble to be scaled from here, so it pops up like this and not from the center. And now we're gonna parent this blue text bubble to this no that we just created, and we're gonna make keyframes per scale for this no. Create 1 keyframe for where you want the animation to start, and create 1 keyframe for where you want your animation to end. Go to the first keyframe, and we're gonna put this to 0. So now if you play back the animation, it should look something like this. As you guys can see, it scales from here. Now we're actually not gonna be using easy ease on these keyframes. We're gonna be using something else. Let me show you. We're gonna go right here to the snow, and we're gonna hold Option and click on scale. Now this should pop up. These are expressions. If you don't know what expressions are, I could make a whole video on this because there is so many different expressions. I already talked about some expressions before in my past videos, but if you don't know, you can use more advanced things like wiggle, this and that. There's so many options when it comes to expressions, but I highly recommend learning them if you want to do UI design, because you can do something like what we're going to do today. We're going to copy this script, this expression or script, whatever you want to call it, that is going to be in my Discord server, link in the description below. But now what it's going to do is actually going to add this really nice bounce to it. Now you can't really see it because the animation is too slow right now, so let's make it faster. Now the faster the animation, the more bounce you're gonna have, right? So for example, if we make it even faster, there's gonna be even more bounce. It's gonna be even more recognizable that there is bounce to it, like this. Now the only problem that you have with this is you can't really use easy ease, and you can't really do any graphs whatsoever. You have to have the default keyframes for this, otherwise this is not going to work, just because this expression uses momentum from the, you know, the movement of the animation to kind of, you know, make this bounce happen. So now that we animated this text bubble, we are going to also animate the other one, which is the gray one, and we're going to do the same thing for this one. Now right click, new, no object, and you know, like we did before, make sure that the no object is right here where you want the scale to be happening. We're gonna parent this gray text bubble to this no object, and all we have to do now is copy the scale to no4, or the no object for this text bubble, and it should be copied with the expression. If this is red right here, it means that scale has expression added to it. So just like so, we're gonna make this animation start little. Now you can use this expression for everything: scale, position, rotation, a lot of things. Now the animations that we made look super sick, but if you want to take them to the next level, watch this video right here.